And moving to the Middle East, Hamas has submitted a new ceasefire proposal to Qatari, Egyptian, and U.S. mediators. The White House has welcomed the move and called the new ceasefire proposal a significant breakthrough. Secretary of State Antony Blinken has reportedly discussed the ceasefire proposal with both President Joe Biden and Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. U.S. officials say that the conference call between Secretary Blinken, President Biden, and Prime Minister Netanyahu went on for almost an hour, where they went through the complete text of the proposed agreement. Now, after the phone call, Prime Minister Netanyahu announced that he would send a delegation to Qatar for talks with officials from Egypt and the United States. Meanwhile, officials from the Biden administration have stressed that the new proposal is not yet final and needs significant work. The new ceasefire proposal by Hamas includes 3 phases, with the first involving the release of elderly, sick, and female hostages that are still being held captive in Gaza. Hamas also demands a complete withdrawal of the Israeli military from Gaza and the release of Palestinian prisoners held by Israel. The second phase includes the release of the remaining hostages, as well as the bodies of those who died in captivity. And finally, the third phase centers on the reconstruction of the Gaza Strip. And Hamas also wants the mediators to guarantee a truce on behalf of Israel between the transition time from the first to the second phase. Now, however, Prime Minister Netanyahu has cast doubt on these demands and vowed to complete the destruction of Hamas. Meanwhile, thousands of Israelis protested against Netanyahu and urged him to take the hostage deal or resign, while even some are requesting President Biden take over the negotiations.
We are hoping that the current negotiations will bring about peace, and they will bring about a return of the hostages, and they will bring about a better future for us, and that we will have elections here in Israel, and that we can rejoin the community of democracies in the world.
We're here to demand that the Israeli government accept the ceasefire in accordance with Israeli military professional opinion. The Israeli military says this is it. This is the time to accept the ceasefire in order to regain Israeli security, to allow the military to rebuild, to allow the Israeli people to regain belief that it's possible to live in this country and to bring the hostages home. And for all of these reasons, we need to accept the ceasefire now. And I do hope that the U.S. government and Biden can force Israel's hand if necessary.
Now, time and again, ceasefire proposals have been rejected by either Hamas or Israel. Only this time, it's unclear if Netanyahu will actually accept the agreement, as Washington calls it one of the most achievable proposals so far.
Across continents, one powerful news source.
Bringing you diverse perspectives on the issues that matter.
We go beyond the boundaries to give you that little extra about every sporting moment. So thank you for making Firstpost 5 million strong. We're counting on your support, and you can trust us to bring you the news unfiltered and unvarnished. On the show today, the T20 World Cup bandwagon has moved across to the West Indies. What can we expect